Hello, YouTube. Hello, YouTube. I am JustLatasha, and I do film and TV dissections here on the JustLatasha YouTube channel. I hope you guys subscribe and start off this video by liking. And of course, if you are joining the live, please leave some hearts up in the chat. So this is a VIP post show, which means I usually go live every Monday, 6 p.m. EST on patreon.com/JustLatasha to dissect the full season of Euphoria. And I've done Insecure, and I've done Lovecraft Country, and I May Destroy You. But those live shows are exclusively only for my patrons. So if you are a YouTube subscriber, you guys will get the video on the rewatch every Thursday. But tonight, I'm supposed to be joined by some other patrons. We'll see who comes through. We just wrapped up a really deep dive dissection, which will be released on Thursday. But I want some of them to come on so they can give us their opinions live and direct. So thank you guys for being here. I want to tie up the theme for you guys since you missed the dissection if you're in the general access. But the theme of Sunday night's episode 4, You Who Cannot See, Think of Those Who Can, is really speaking about freedom versus imprisonment. We can start to ask who or what is saving you, who or what is destroying you. So we went over and spoke about Cal, of course, Roo, Cassie. I really wanted to spend tonight diving a little bit more into Lexi and Kat, waiting for some patrons to come on. But if not, we're gonna talk through it. I think they just like supporting the kid. I don't know. I think they just like supporting the kid. So here's where we start to ask questions. Oh my gosh, I don't know what's wrong with my voice tonight. So let me just ask people in the chat, and we'll see which patrons do come on. Callie, who says, "I wish I could join." But can't join. Yeah, right. Thank y'all for throwing hearts up in the chat. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Asia, I see you. I said this at the end of the dissection, but I fear we'll see Roo's father again. But this time, it'll be him welcoming Gia, dead as a result of the drug dealer, and Roo watching Gia going to heaven. That is some traumatic ass shit. Jesus Christ. And I mean, I don't think you're far off or wrong. I also estimated that since Gia looks so much like Roo, particularly this season, there will be a mix up with the drug dealer because Roo owes this lady $10,000 or more than $10,000 now because you're supposed to make a profit. Roo hasn't taken accountability for how her actions will and can affect others. She thinks this is only her problem. So I also estimated that scene where Roo and Gia are watching a movie together, and it's kill 'em up little crime bang bang movie, and I'm like, this might affect Gia. So I hope not, but I'm glad you said it because I totally forgot to wrap this up in the dissection. Did y'all notice? Episode 4. The episode opens, Jules is attempting to have sex with Roo, and they show all of these beautiful images of art. We had Hunter dressed as Frida Kahlo with Roo on the forehead. We had the two masks kissing, as well as a bunch of iconic classic movie couples. So did y'all notice something about the movies that they chose to emulate? Let's see. Let me find it in my notes. Oh my gosh, y'all, I'm getting sick. I don't know what is going on. Anyways, I think I'm losing it in my notes. It is Ghost. It is Sleeping Beauty. It is the Titanic. And it is Brokeback Mountain. There's a common thread between all of those movies. And somebody actually tweeted it to me today because they noticed it as well. One of the characters is dead. I wasn't feeling Jules because there was a lot of talk from season 1 that Roo was going to die. People were asking if she even died in the finale because that big dance scene, that surrealist dance scene that totally took us out of the world of Euphoria. Um, but one of the characters is always dead. Now, in the end of this episode of Euphoria, it was Roo and Jules in a photo. And what the intention of shooting this, particularly with this film style, this photographic style in this season, is that it should feel like a memory. So I don't know if that literally means we're going to lose either Roo or Jules. It should be Roo. But what I think is that the relationship is going to die. So maybe not one of the characters, not one of the girls, but the relationship in itself is going to die. And that's possibly liberating because right now they aren't thriving. They aren't thriving. They aren't doing well at all. Wasn't that Rue's funeral when she hugged the singer Labyrinth? I didn't think it was a funeral. I thought it was just a religious church ceremony. I don't know. I don't think, and I don't know if it was a funeral. I don't think it was. Brokeback Mountain, Rue plays Jake Gyllenhaal's character who dies. And she was also playing the Ghost in the Ghost remake. And she was also playing Jack on the Titanic who dies. Oh no. Look, I just want the relationship to die. I don't want Rue to die. It might happen. It might, because she's pushing the line. She's gone hella far. She's pushing the line. Okay? She's really doing it. All right? Look, it's just me tonight because I don't think my patrons are coming. That's fine. Y'all want extra show? We get an extra show. All right, so here's what I want to talk about, and I'm going to dive into the chat. This is going to be y'all's show because I want to see what y'all saying. I can't. Can you give us a season 3? Now, season 3, Rue shouldn't be beautiful, and that's just tea. There's no way she did a suitcase of drugs and she's still really cute. It's just, it's no. Hopefully she saves herself. She finds that salvation. She's reborn. Let's stay with the religious themes. I don't want to actually lose Rue. What do we think, you guys? First question of the night. Does Rue liberate or imprison Jules, or is it vice versa? How do we feel? And coming off the backs of this movie roles, are there any thoughts on Rue always portraying the masculine person in the relationship? Any thoughts on that? So do Rue and Jules liberate or imprison each other? Any thoughts on Rue constantly playing the masculine role in those movie remakes? Both, Anne. You gave an improv answer. Yes, Anne. Yes, Anne. Rue is already a ghost. Oh my God. Ooh. Yes, this is exactly what it was. The church scene was the spiritual out-of-body experience she feels while incredibly high. Where is your mother? Is she a nurse? Does she work the night shift? She don't hear Rue banging on the inside of the house? Hello? Child, I'm gonna say the nuance is too much. This is why my patrons are supposed to come on with me and talk, because it's sometimes it's difficult to chat about it in the chat. But let's see. Rue imprisons everyone. To constantly have to think about her health and her salvation and her life and not dying. Trying to keep someone from dying is a lot of work, especially when they're trying to. They're like not fight, like they're not fighting it. They keep heading towards the thing. Ooh. RB says both. They both liberate in some areas and imprison others. There was one where Jules was masculine, though. She had a mullet and sideburns. Yes. She did. And that one looked similar to the way Kat and Ethan were riding in that dark void. They were driving in the car. Those two images looked very much the same. And they said the same things to each other. Kat said to Ethan, I can't stand him, which is what Rue said to Jules in the back of the car, because I can't fucking stand you. So those two images look very much similar. Yes. She wants Rue to be good so bad that she will be comfortable living her life like she wants to. She wants Rue to be good so bad that she will be comfortable living her life like she wants to. What does that mean, Zylan? I think since Rue and Jules met while Rue was in recovery, Jules burdens Rue with expectations about someone she truly doesn't even know. Let's talk about not even knowing each other. What are we here for? Two people lying to themselves and each other. They can't even see each other. Whoo, sheesh. Now, if you're not a patron, you missed that visual. You don't know what that visual is in reference to. You got to become a patron, understand what the get down, but the get down. Okay. Can we talk about the nonsense of Elliot and Jules causing all that damn drama for some White Claws? Elliot is the gaslighting daddy. We talked about this in our dissection tonight as well. Nate is gaslighting Cassie and Maddie in a really overt, violent, abusive way. Elliot is doing the same, but in this covert, nice guy, cutesy way. We trust him. While he's doing harm, one of my patrons guesstimated that this is a long game. We don't know why Elliot is doing this as of yet, but we may find out later what his goal is, because you're doing this to these girls for what? For what? And maybe, Elliot hasn't really spoken about his gender. He's touched a little bit on his sexuality. But as he explores his sexuality, doing this to girls may inform his masculinity, which is how a lot of men deal with women and feminine figures. They oppress and harm and manipulate just because making you hurt makes me a man. It could very much just be that simple. But let me not start on my feminist kick tonight, because y'all be beating my ass. Not y'all, but people that ain't used to me. Be coming for the girl. Oh, Ruth's mom, God is Island. Yeah, so in Elliot causing all this mess over some White Claws, he curates a moment where they're going to drink and then challenges Rue while she's drinking. It doesn't make sense. And the fact that it doesn't make sense and Jules jumps in, I flip all this over. Rue was kind. She was like, "Let me out. I will flip all this over, because now y'all playing with my intellect, and that, don't do that." I think Rue is Jules' imprisonment, and she's felt it since season 1. Being the person held responsible for keeping someone sober is a lot for anyone, but especially for a teen. I would say it's vice versa too. Jules is very sexual, as Elliot pointed out a few episodes ago. She's very sexual, and Rue won't give her that. And Jules is willing to suppress that desire. She even questions, I don't think Rue is attracted to me, when what she needs is her desirability, confirm her sexuality, confirm her femininity. And Rue is just riding the plane of night, like just barely making it. How does Jules not know? How does Jules not? Because Rue look a mess, and I know she smell it. How does Jules not know? So baby girl had her heart broke on Sunday night. But ma'am, open your eyes. Afterwards, we see her in that tragically accurate addicts pose, standing up, swaying, but never falling. Broke my heart. If you in New York City, you see that all the time, and it is heartbreaking. It absolutely is. What's up, Jess Nicole? Long time no see. Hey, you guys. Let's get to another question. Cassie is battling the idea of being a good person, as is Rue. Is there any mistake and someone could make where they wouldn't be worthy of salvation? Where they wouldn't be worthy of salvation. And we hear Rue's father chime in on the end. And one of my patrons during our live dissection right before this show said, Rue's father sounds Christ-like, that spiritual, all-forgiving, all-loving, omnipresent being. I'm always with you. And Rue questions, I'm not a good person. Sorry I let you down. I'm not a good person. That's not true. Very, ooh. I'll give y'all a little taste of what we cried about just now because, excuse me, I'm not a good person. That's not true. Excuse me? I cried good. I cried good. Wake that up. I don't think Jules doesn't know Rue is high. She's forcing herself to believe that Rue wouldn't lie to her. She'd rather live in a dream world confirmed by Khaled right here. Ignorance is euphoric. Just the way Nate was playing ignorance to his daddy, just the way his daddy is like, I don't understand you. You understand him. You made a monster, but you got to say it. and the monster was your fault. You who cannot see, think of those who can. The title of Sunday night's episode. You see how y'all made a theme? You see how y'all did that? You see why we're here? I'd like to hope Jules truly doesn't know because otherwise she's been going down on Rue without sober consent. Oh, which was the Sleeping Beauty reference, huh? Can Rue even consent because she's so high that she's not in sobriety? She can't even feel what Jules is trying to perform on her. Just like that Sleeping Beauty kiss where she had to leave a letter in the recreation. I'm not conscious. I'm absolutely comatose, but I guess I consent. Ugh. Saying some weird beat downtown. I don't know what's in the water over there. It's hectic. It's hectic. Is there any mistake someone could make that wouldn't be worthy of salvation? I have some. R. Kelly. Under the jail, pits of hell, never to be seen or heard from again, disappear, vanish into the night, destroyed. Him and all his music. Take it. I am Christ. I am not God. I ain't she. I ain't she. There are mistakes where I'm not a good person. You're right. Now, as a viewer, I believe Cassie is for good. Maybe because I really like Sydney Sweeney. Something's enamoring me about Cassie. She's so stupid that I feel like she could get up. I want to help her get up, and I feel like she's not fully aware of the world that Nate is curating for her. So she's a victim and an active part of this whole plan as well. But she's being guided so heavily that she can't see outside of like what's going on. You know, when you're in a really bad situation, but once you get out, you can see so clearly in hindsight, and you didn't even know you was in it. I think that's where my grace for Cassie is coming in. I think she's forgivable. I really think she's forgivable. I think Rue is forgivable. Hey, Shannon Doan, long time no see. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much for the super chat. You scared me. Because I read it real fast and I thought she was in the room. And I would have left all of you behind. My heart skipped a tiny bit of a second. I said, I know my queen is not watching me. Did she see my video on Twitter? Yeah. Did she like it? Absolutely. Would she be here in the live? No. Participating? Absolutely not. You scared me. Issa Faye says, I want to know why Sam Levinson thinks leaving girls on the side of the road at midnight is a normal thing friends do. I was confused as well. Now, I think she was down a block and all she had to do was go through an alleyway. Because low key, that's what I do in my Ubers. I said, don't make all the turns that I get out right here and walk. I do that all the time and I'll just walk down. That's possibly what happened. Because that side of the road was crazy, but she got home pretty quick. I think she was genuinely. Home early. I'm sorry. I cannot forgive nobody who dated my ex-abusive boyfriend. She knew that Maddie was getting beat on and she still laid up with him. You're right, Naya. You're right. You're absolutely right. And if it happened to me, I am Christ. By far. And everybody will learn that on tonight. But as a viewer who's seeing the two girls do the thing, I don't know. I got a soft spot for Cassie. I don't know why. I agree about Cassie. I feel like the only one looking at her situation in a nuanced way, but I definitely wanted to shake her on Sunday. Please, like, hello, please. Can we get into how Lexi wasn't seen or heard? The way she saw Cassie crying out of pain and sadness in the window reflection. Let's talk about Lexi. Fine, purple tense. Let's talk about Lexi. I low-key can't stand Lexi. There's no way she's been observing this entire time and don't know that her sister was molested by people down to the family barbecue. Let's talk about Lexi. It's a lot of people that don't speak up about the harm that goes on in their family because they think that's the more peaceful route. And all that silent wound, like all of that, like your family member is like so disturbed and destroyed, and without that healing, because it's not acknowledged, that's a big mess later. And they were children, and she is still a child. She's a teen. She doesn't know how to handle that. 1 second, y'all. I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. Thank you for waiting. Let's talk about Lexi. Lexi's biggest insecurity is that she is living in her sister's shadow. So, what she's going to do to uplift herself is put a spotlight on herself while in her sister's shadow. And she's using the play to expose truth, the way Cal did with his family at the end of the episode, the way Elliot did with Jules in the middle of the episode. Lexi's going to use this play to expose truth and finally step out from being an observer. So I have a question. Do we think the play will bring Lexi the power she's looking for? Do we think this will get her to her goal, that she will actually go from sidekick to star? Because here's the thing. Sometimes when people feel small, they'll try to take down the big guy. But we see the mental state that Cassie's in and that Cassie's been in. So is she destroying somebody who's already defeated? fair fight. I think Lexi showcasing all of her sister's dirt in a play is weirdo behavior, to be honest. Like, at least tell Cassie about it. Lexi is so shook, even when she's the leader of this play. Bobby, who we stand, Bobby's doing all the talking. Lexi don't even speak on her own platform. Your sidekick is running the show. Who's here for the auditions? Thank you. Next. Bye. Thanks so much. And Lexi's sitting there. Stand up, girl. This your shit. Stand up. She still has not said a word. Watching her sister crumble from the distance. And not offering like assistance, just nosiness to feed this play. Lexi is an atheist. CJ says no, that Lexi will not get the power she's looking for in this play. What's up, Kat? This is about to be messy. Lexi is about to become extremely hated. She's exposing her close friend group and family for the whole school. I can never embarrass my sister like that. I feel like there are a lot of performances, there are a lot of masks, there are a lot of lies that these characters are living. And Lexi might be living in the lie that she's, what's the word I would like to use? She got her shit together. Cassie's the mess. I'm the smart one. I'm the one who thinks this way and has it all together and acts like, but you mad because you in her shadow. Cassie like is brave enough to go out and make messes and make mistakes because she's living her life. You on that bed judging. Some kind of jealousy where she should be the one because she's doing good. Cassie's doing bad. So why does everyone stand Cassie and not me? Oh, I know that dynamic. Oh, I know that dynamic. And this is the moment that Lexi thinks this play is going to make everyone see, look, it's me who's the cool one. It's me who should be dating boys. It's me who should have a friend group. It's me who should be cool. But you guys are obsessed with that mess, my sister, Tacky Cassie. Oh, I know that dynamic. We think it might end up isolating Lexi further. Can a play be used as evidence in a court of law? Your Honor, with all due respect, my sister's wilding. I'd like to sue for damages. Oh no, this play is going to make everyone hate Lexi, but make her more invisible when the dust settles. I don't know. Euphoria High School is messy as hell. They might go up for this. They might. Cassie might try to beat Lexi's ass, but Maddie's going to beat Cassie's ass first. I see a whole tussle. Yeah. One thing about a high school girl group is loyalty. Lexi's going to have everyone ready to pull up. Oh my gosh. So y'all think Lexi's going to lose. Lexi's going to lose. The funny thing is, this is Lexi's story, but so much of the play relies on Cassie's shenanigans. Cassie's going to be the breakout star in the end. And that's how the tables are turned. The tables will turn. The tables will turn. Because you will go in with the intentions of, I'm going to make you look bad. I'm going to look good. But people like that flawed character. As we see, someone who's brave enough to be messy and big and say something. Be something. People love that. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Low key, I feel like Kat make it on Cassie. Kat almost beats Nate's ass in the pool, in the hot tub. You think I don't have a mind of my own? You think I won't say it? Check him. Check Nate. Check, please. Let's talk about Kat. Because I didn't speak about her in the dissection that came on. So let's talk about Kat. Imprisoned by doing what she's supposed to do. Look at all that hell surrounding that girl. Because she can't fucking stand her boyfriend, Ethan. Imprisoned by doing what she's supposed to do. He's a good guy. He's kind. He loves you. He goes out of his way for you. You should be in that relationship. You should be there. It ain't nothing worse than settling for a good guy. Because the guilt alone, because you know this dude is good, but you need a little spice. You need a little spice. You need a little bad boy, a little Bobby Brown. You need a little Ethan's so sweet and good and thoughtful and calm, but he's boring. He's boring. Nice guys finish last. That's why I'm an asshole to these bitches. Yeah, you show us, King. I'm a stinker. I'm so annoyed. Show us, King. I'm sorry. Let's talk about Kat. Here's the thing about our sis, right? Kat has declared she hates herself and she just wants the liberation, the salvation to say that. Just let her say it. So my question to y'all is Kat, in her distancing from her good guy boyfriend, Ethan, fueled by her self-hate? And how do you think her self-hate informed her whole phase from season 1? So it's a little two-parter. Do you think this breakup is fueled by Kat's self-hate? How you gonna love somebody else when you can't get somebody to love yourself? Can I get an amen? I know I said that wrong. But you get it. If you can't love yourself, how are you gonna expect somebody to love you? So maybe she's rejecting something she can't give herself. So a two-parter. Is her distancing from her good guy boyfriend fueled by self-hate? And do you think her self-hate informed her whole phase from season 1? Let's talk. Let's fucking talk. Kat said, run up, you done up. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. One thing about a girl who don't love herself is she gonna have smoke for everybody. How dare you? Oh, that was spicy. Oh, let's get the bill per. Oh. Yeah, said she just wants the drama. I don't know. I don't think so. She knows her sister's wilding out. Or actually, she suspects it because she's watching the whole swimsuit performance when Nate's there. She's like, come on, girl. Get up. Stand up. Terrible example. You're right. You're right. Is spice worth it? Let me see what y'all saying about Kat. Kat don't know what she want. You know what? Because I used to be the girl that's like, that like thought that was like a bad thing. But I realized knowing what you don't want is just as helpful. So instead of like putting the focus in like the confusion and not knowing the answer, What you don't want is a guide. She don't want Ethan. That's a lot of answer to work with. That's a lot of answer to work with. I just don't think Ethan is compatible with her. I don't think it has anything to do with him being a nice guy. I question that because during her whole phase, she wanted this senior who she thought was amazing. But he was like some dropout kid with piercings and tattoos and like smoked weed and like worked in a retail store for himself, brought home the bacon. She thought he was amazing, and he was just like this rebel or like this troubled. I don't know. She really like was excited about that. So the fact that Ethan's like clean with his family and he's like, I don't know, driving a stupid little car, like she's just really like, this ain't it. This ain't it. Kat doesn't believe she's worthy of a good guy. Her subconscious is telling her she deserves something twisted and fucked up, which is what she sought during her whole phase. First of all, I would like to argue with the phrase, you are what you attract. That's not true. Because well-established men and billionaires want Rihanna as well as the men wanking it in their mom's basement. They all want Rihanna, right? So that doesn't confirm Rihanna's value. That just confirms how desirable she is. So you are what you engage. Rihanna's going to engage a billionaire and A$AP Rocky. Whatever, enough of my sis. Rihanna's going to engage a billionaire, but she's not going to engage a dude who's wanking into a poster in his mom's basement, right? Because she knows what values she would like to entertain. So if Kat acknowledges that she hates herself, she will not engage someone who loves her. And it's a sad tragedy, but you can only engage people through your own lens. So they're literally not saying the same language. I hate me. I love you. You gotta go. You gotta go. It's sad, but I mean, hello. Kat is also not honest with him about what she really wants, which is so accurate to teen life. I know I didn't have the tools to advocate for my needs up until like 2 weeks ago. Power to you, Simone, but you found it. Welcome back to you. Welcome back to yourself. I did say this in one of my dissections as well. Kat did not communicate. She didn't. What if she gave him something to work with? What if she gave him honesty? What if she gave him the truth? What if she gave him transparency? And her not saying anything is putting him in position to fail, and he can't actively help this relationship. She didn't give him that choice. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Don't do that. Khaled. Don't do that. Okay? That's rude. Not too much on my sis. Not too much on my sis. I think Kat's self-hate got her into the relationship. She wanted something tangible and not online. I think timing got her into the relationship with Ethan. I had so much trouble with Kat's storyline from season 1. I couldn't digest it. Something was so off. And I think in this covert way, it proved a lot of the struggle for young girls' sexuality, where the whole phase is supposed to feel like freedom, liberation, and empowerment. But really, you are confirming your inner fear and insecurity and wounds, and you're engaging in some dangerous stuff. So her being this sex dom, and then it went bad, and then she's getting nutted on behind a dumpster, and she found it powerful, and she started dressing in leather and latex to go to math class. It wasn't really the power she thought it was. And that's really that tricky fine line of women's sexual liberation. Because you got to know what you're doing. In the world, and men and sex and desirability can get real scary real quick because we're trying to operate sexual liberation in a man's world who are taught to consume and take and steal sex from us. Fine line to walk. Fine line to walk. I think in season 1, she didn't really think she was able to even get attention of a man, to going to using her sexual freedom, which gave her a sense of confidence. Absolutely. Maddie's relationship is the one they've all come to know and envy. Maybe if it's not that kind of toxic, Kat doesn't want it. Ooh, Maddie's relationship with Nate as an example? Because that's exactly what Maddie did in the beginning. Episode, it was either 1 or 2. Episode 2, I think. Where Jules and Maddie were watching Kat and Ethan bowling. And Maddie's like, I could never have a love like that. It's too sweet. So maybe she's watching back during this birthday party where Nate and Maddie getting back together. Maybe that's what I should have. Something a little spicy. Hey, Adisa, now that she got what she wanted, but not the way she wanted. I wonder. I just want season 1 Kat back. Kick Ethan to the curb. He's an excuse to run away from her dealing with her inner conflicts. Dang. Hey, Benia. I think the Kat thing is she's self-aware enough to know she still has issues and self-esteem problems. Given last season, she's still traumatized and feels worst. With Ethan, it's the right guy, wrong time. I hate myself, but I love you. I hate myself, but I love you. I think Kat also over-sexualized herself in season 1, and now she might associate that extreme stuff when she might not really want that. So it's a matter of possibly just finding the balance. Really finding the balance. All right, y'all. I'm going to go full circle because I think we started the conversation with this. So let's end the conversation with this. Let's get our last minute predictions, okay? Last minute predictions. Because we saw Roo getting real close to the light last night. She got real close to the light last night, huh? It's looking like an exit. It's looking like an exit. Last question. Oh, Samira. Before we move on. Yes, I think it's obvious Kat struggles with feeling worthy of Ethan. Like someone else mentioned, the parenting kind of highlighted that they were judgy and she was insecure. There's something about when somebody can see your wound. When you think you hiding it so good and you maneuvering and wearing that mask, but somebody's like, you wrong right there. What happened? Don't do that. We all gonna sit here and pretend because that's what I would like, and that's what I'm asking for. We're all gonna sit here and pretend. I'm okay. You don't even know me like that. We eating lobster and asparagus. Mama, I will come after that beehive on your head. I knock it down. So last question of the night, because Roo was getting real close to going home. Do we think Roo will ever find liberation in life, or will that only be possible in her death? I think she's seeing her funeral. Oh my God, y'all. I thought Roo was going to walk up to herself dead in that casket at church. Oh my gosh. Roo ain't dead. She probably just got too close to ODing. She's going to get scooped up high as hell by that drug dealing lady, and she going to get set right. I think that lady's going to cold turkey her, which is going to be really torturous. The drugs leaving your body. Oh my gosh. I think in the last scene, Fez found out about the deal that Rue made, and now Ashtray, Jules, and Elliot and Fez are going to try to bail her out. That last scene was about people finding out on that drug dealer lady side that Ashtray killed Mouse. Because that's still a secret for them over there. They don't know where Mouse is. So now the truth is creeping up on Fez, like, y'all killed that man. I think Rue doesn't want to live. It was the most honest line Rue has said all season. Oh, I know the answer, but that feels too close to home for me. Tap out. See? Options. Tap out. Draw the boundary. You found your boundary. You said, that's your prerogative. Bobby Brown. I don't know what my session with him tonight is. I think Rue is going to struggle for the rest of her life. Getting sober is not going to cure her. And the reality is her death may be when she's finally at peace. Oh my gosh. It's dark. It's dark. I think Rue does not care if she dies. She has so many issues, and drugs are the only thing she feels like keeps her sane. And that's what she said. She feels like she's the most herself when she's high. That sobriety is really the cage for her, which is the wrong way to go. That is the wrong way to go. I think it's a misdirect. Somebody else will pay for her actions. I don't see Sam killing off Rue, aka himself. And I don't see Sam stopping at season 2. HBO's got the door wide open. They gave him a budget for film alone. Stop now for what? For Wade. Okay, we probably won't see Elliot next season. He's as close to Rue as we gonna get that we'll be willing to lose. I mean, it's still gonna suck, but reality is Rue entered a type of spiritual limbo where she could talk to her dad. I think the show is implying that her addiction is fueled partly out of her grief for her father. She needs to process the loss. Absolutely. Do we think she'll be alive long enough to process it, to get to that saved life, that saved place? Rue was going to have to crawl back to her surrogate daddy, Ali. Coleman, let's talk. Where was you last night? Because you didn't come home. Coleman, we missed you Sunday night, daddy. Rue's looking for a father figure. I'm looking for a daddy. Coleman. Domingo. I could be Afro-Latina if you make me. Yeah, I'm tapped out. I got to get out of here. You guys have been great. If you guys want to catch the live shows of the dissections, that happens every Monday night, 6 p.m. EST. Only on patreon.com/JustLatasha. $5 to access the live show, $15 to tier to come on, which patrons are supposed to come on tonight, but it's okay. I can hold it down by myself. And higher tiers get you some really cool merch. So become a patron today. And tonight, as is every last Monday of the month, is a double feature. What you guys are watching right now is the VIP post show. If you start at the $15 tier on patreon.com/JustLatasha, you can join me on video and review the show as well. Or you can just hand me some extra cash, pay your creators, and chill in the chat. Like several of my people are doing tonight. They don't feel like it, but they still here. And that's valid. Okay? Please subscribe to the JustLatasha channel. Thank you, Shenandoah, for my super chat. And stay beautiful, stay healthy, stay clean. Wear your mask. Boosted and tooted, vax and wax, whatever you got to do, but just come back, be healthy and black. And POC. And POC. All of that. I'm so happy that you guys are here. You guys are brilliant. You guys are so smart. I love diving into your ideas. Before we sign up, can we get some hearts up in the chat? We love here. We accept here. We hang out here. This is a community. This is built on love, acceptance, seeing each other, vibing with each other. hang out, chat, talk, connect, do whatever it is your heart's desire, but as long as it's fueled with love. That's it. I am so happy that y'all were here. That's my new ethnicity. I'm claiming it. What are you going to do? Nothing. Thank you guys. I'll be live next Monday for Euphoria season 2, episode 5. It's going down live only on patreon.com every Monday. And if you are subscribed to the JustLatasha channel, you guys will catch the rewatch every Thursday. That's what's going down. All right. I don't know what color wig I'm gonna wear next week. I guess you gotta be a patron to find out. That's word life. Okay, that's on Roo. Thank y'all. See y'all later.